The ultimate sports event, seen by more fans, Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup, and the NBA Finals combined. The World Cup, played on U.S. soil for the first time ever. Now, find out everything you know and more with Soccer 94, the favorites, the dark horses, and follow the progress of the upstart U.S. World Team. When it comes to the World Cup, you'll know the score with Soccer 94. Only on HTS.
Earl! Randy, what's new?
New. 7 new tractors with tractor model, auto gear transmission, or auto hydro.
Introducing the all-new Cub Cadet Series 2000 tractor line. In all, over 50 new feet every month.
Hey, Randy, what's new? Steering, the seat, the clutch, the gas cap. What's new? Steering, the seat, the clutch, the gas cap, PTO switch, headlight, ignition. Decaf. Oh, they got the new tires, you know, there's some grooves in them.
All in the Series 2000 from Cub Cadet.
To buy a new car or sports utility, how much you gonna save? Well, your Subaru dealer has up to $1,500 in savings on a 94 Legacy sedan or wagon. That's right, save up to $1,500 on a front wheel or advanced all-wheel drive Legacy. Subaru is the full-line all-wheel drive company. And now save $750 on Loyale, up to $2,500 on Impreza, up to $1,000 on Justy, and yes, up to $2,800 on SVX. You'll want to save. See your Subaru dealer today.
New Lawn Patch is a perfect mixture of premium grass seed, fertilizers, and weed-free mulch. And it's custom blended to your climate. Simply spread Lawn Patch on bare spots, water it as directed, and watch it grow.
This is amazing.
The Capitals tightened things up in that second period, and they also picked up a huge goal. Off a beautiful passing play from Joey Juneau and Peter Bondra, it's Bondra who knocks it in, and the Capitals now own a 2-1 advantage through 40 minutes of playoff action in Game 4 here at the US Air Arena. Welcome back to Capitals Hockey on HTS. Al Koken with you in case you have missed any of the scoring. Let's run it down for you with our HTS game scoring summary. It was Dmitry Kristich, as he did for the Capitals in Game 1, who got him started tonight at 4:51. That was Kristich's second of the postseason. Pete and Riki. Joe Riki continues to rack up the points, and the Capitals were ahead 1-0. Then at 14:10, Martin Straka with a bullet. Passed a screen down Beaupre. Yager with the lone assist. We were deadlocked at 1 through the opening 20 minutes. But at 13:47 of that second period, this was the passing play that many will remember. Bondra back to Juneau. Juneau threads the needle back to the stick of Peter Bondra, who puts it through the pads of Tom Barrasso. Kevin Hatcher comes up with the other assist. That's where we stand right now. The Capitals enjoying the 2-1 lead here after 2 periods. We'll be back with more of our intermission activities. Kenny Albert and Craig Laughlin will be along to take a look at that play, the beauty from Peter Bondra, as we continue on HTS.
Something happening here. What it is exactly clear. Now stop till what's that sound? Everybody knows what's going down.
Get out of the old and get into the cold.
Only Long & Foster's telephone hotline gives you free info on every Long & Foster home for sale. Long & Foster's hotline is...
Hard as it is to believe, people actually walked away from accidents like these. But before there were seatbelts, airbags, child safety seats, or anti-lock brakes, these people wouldn't have had a prayer. Which is why Geico has lobbied for these life-saving technologies for years. You see, we'd like you to be our customer, or somebody's, for a long, long time. Geico, we have only one policy: safety.
Andre, say cheese!
Is this dull or what?
Rebel! Express yourself! There's more than one way to play. You never run with the pack. You gotta take your best shot and show them what you got. You don't know how to hold back.
express yourself.
Express yourself.
The all-new Rebel X from Canon.
Some things to consider when you're stuck in morning traffic.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
So consider this, a detour.
One of a kind. Roy Rogers.
Sports fans, for a weekly rundown of what's on HTS, call the HTS Programming Hotline and order your free monthly HTS Programming Guide. Call 301-718-3292 and order the Sports Fans Bible, the monthly HTS Programming Guide. That's 301-718-3292.
Playoff hockey from the U.S. Air Arena. Peter Bondra with the only goal of the second period, giving the Washington Capitals a 2-1 lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Kenny Albert, Craig Laughlin back in Landover. Craig, the Capitals with the lead going into the third period. Capitals will go on that power play as we begin the third with Shel Samuelson in the box, but do you expect the Penguins to try and open things up again like they did for a portion of that first period?
I'm sure they will, Kenneth. I'm sure they're sitting in the dressing room right now complaining a little bit about the officiating. He didn't call anything all period, but then called that one, and that's a big bonus for the Capitals because now they have to get out there and establish some momentum again. They had it taken away by Pittsburgh. Now they got to regain it to start the third. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, have got to survive that power play. On the Capitals' first power play, they had 5 shots on goal that Barrasso had to come up with some tough saves. They've got to put that type of effort to start the third period to win this hockey game.
Shots even at 7 in the second period as we take a look at the numbers, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Caps out shooting the Penguins overall, 21-15.
And, Ken, we talked the importance about defense to offense, and we'll see Kevin Hatcher as the puck is turned over from Joey Mullen. He's trying to get it through to Straka, but he's going to get it and go. Watch Kevin Hatcher. He's going to get it along the boards right there, and he's going to chip it to the middle. Right there. Lucky bounce. Bondra picks it up. And now it's speed. It's speed time. Hold it here. Hold it here. What we have here is number 17. He's not a defenseman. He's Thomas Sandstrom. Number 5 getting back Samuelson, and it was a bad change. Now we got the 2 Samuelsons trying to get back. And watch what number 17 does. Sandstrom. Watch this. Hold it. What he did there is committed because he thought Bondra was going to shoot the puck. That took himself out of the play. That allows Joey Juneau some handling of the puck and allowed him to have some time. Hold it here. Hold it here. Now look it. You've got number 17 there, 28, and Samuelson has gone right past and taken Juneau. Now look it. You've got number 12, and look at 8's even coming in, wide open. Now he's going to mishandle the puck. It's going to bobble a little bit, but then he's going to pull it to his forehand and slide it along the ice right there, beating Barrasso 5-4.
Time of the goal, 13:47. Juneau and Hatcher the assists on Peter Bondra's second of the playoffs this season, 7th of his playoff career. What is Coach Jim Schoenfeld telling the Capitals right now?
Oh, I think he's going to tell them to tighten up again. I still thought in that period they allowed too many offensive chances for the Penguins. And he's also telling them, stay on Mario Lemieux. He left this ice rink frustrated at the end of the second period, complaining to the referee along with Eddie Johnson. They've got to continue that type of frustration on number 66.
Well, we are through 40 minutes. The Washington Capitals lead the Pittsburgh Penguins by the score of 2-1. We'll be back from the U.S. Air Arena in just a moment.
You've been flying Southwest Airlines for the lowest fares. Our planes are painted kind of funny, but they're the best birds in the air. It's time to finish all your drinks up. We're arriving at the gate on time. Be sure to keep your seatbelts fastened, or we'll ask you to step outside.
Just a reminder that you can fly Southwest Airlines for a song.
You want more characteristics? Mother says you can have all the characteristics you want.
Children like to imitate adults right down to what they eat. So encouraging good eating habits early is important. Giant's Healthy Start Food to Grow On program can help. Look for brochures and fun activity sheets at the Kids Corner in all Giant stores and get your children off to a healthy start.
This comes from cows, you know.
Everyone knows that a new car depreciates in value, some more than others. The Complete Car Cost Guide says that over 5 years, you can expect a Nissan Altima to depreciate about $1,000 more than a Toyota Corolla. And since the Corolla comes with all this standard equipment and costs about $2,500 less than the Altima, the lesson is clear. Toyota Corolla costs less today, worth more tomorrow. Toyota, the car's worth owning, the dealer's worth seeing.
Every year, one credit card gives you something other credit cards don't. Only the Discover card offers you a cashback bonus award. Cash. Over $400 million paid so far. And there's no annual fee. So use the Discover card and improve your cash flow. It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back.
HTS coverage of Capitals hockey is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, now offering service from BWI to Chicago and Cleveland. And by your National Capital Area Jeep and Eagle dealers, where you can expect the best. Kenny Albert, Craig Laughlin, Al Koken from the U.S. Air Arena, where the Capitals lead the Penguins 2-1 tonight. 2-1 in this best-of-7 playoff series. Al Koken downstairs now with Capitals assistant coach Keith Elaine. Al?
All right, Kenny, thank you very much. Keith Elaine, a dynamite second period that the Capitals played. Was it a little, though, too wide open in that first for your liking?
Yeah, it was. You know, they're an awfully fast team, and they want to have a wide-open game, and I thought the second period was more to our liking.
But it seemed, though, that your speed was certainly a key, particularly getting that go-ahead goal.
Well, we like to use our quick forwards against their defensemen, and that's been a game plan of ours the whole series, and we hope it continues.
Now, you've got a power play to open up this period. Obviously, it's vital to get something going and get a goal, but if you can't, with a one-goal game, where's the balance? How do you want them to stay aggressive like they were in the second period, but not take the gambles that took place in the first?
Yeah, I mean, I think we want to stay aggressive anyways, Al, because our defense is an aggressive defense, and we want to jump on their players right away and not give them time to move up ice. With a team like this, if you lay off of them, that's when they find openings and find space, and then you're in a little bit of trouble.
I would also think, too, if the Penguins remain behind as this period goes on, we'll start seeing some double shifting against Lemieux. Does that mean you double shift Poulin, or do you give other responsibilities if Mario takes some extra time?
Well, first and foremost, we'll keep Poulin on him, but if Dave feels like he needs a rest, then I think we might go to somebody else.
All right, Keith Elaine, thank you very much. Let's get ready for this all-important third period. We head upstairs and rejoin Kenny Albert and Craig Laughlin.
Thanks, Al. Craig, taking a look back to the keys to the game, which we discussed earlier.
Let's take a look back, see if we're 6 for 6 again. The Capitals smother speed. Well, they were a little loose to start the game, as Al mentioned, first period, but they've done a pretty good job. The intensity has been there. They've played hard, they've worked hard, and do it again and again. Beaupre has stood his ground and denied several point-blank shots from the bench. On the Penguins side, let's take a look at that. Roy Rogers keys to the game. Cash in early. They were supposed to do that if they wanted to win. They did not cash in early. The Capitals held them in the first period. Pressure on the power play. They haven't established their power play because they haven't been able to set it up. And controlling of the draws. Kenny, they're about 500, I think, on the draws. They have not done as good a job as the Capitals have done in this game. They're missing. Lemieux is not winning too many, and neither is Francis. Right now in this third period, it's going to come down to those keys for either team. If they fulfill them, they're going to win the hockey game.
Craig, game 6, if necessary, 7:30. Penguins and Capitals on Wednesday. Pre-game show, Capitals report 7 o'clock with Al. Game C, tickets now on sale through all Ticketmaster outlets. Game C will either be Game 6, Wednesday, April 27th against the Penguins, or Thursday, May 5th at 7:30. Capitals would most likely face the New York Rangers, who have a 3-0 lead on the New York Islanders. Visit any Ticketmaster outlet located at HEX, the U.S. Air Arena box office, or call phone charge tonight until 9 p.m. or 10 a.m. till 9 p.m. tomorrow, 202-432-SEAT.
And Kenny, we talked about the power play starting this period. Watch Samuelson right there on Jones, and he's going to give him one more right there, but he caught the first one. There's the call by the referee, Dvorsky, as the period winded down. That's why the Capitals are going to have a full 2 minutes. Shell Samuelson in the penalty box for the cross-check. The Capitals on the power play.
Shell Samuelson cross-checked Keith Jones as the second period came to an end. It's the Capitals 2, the Penguins 1. Capitals out shooting Pittsburgh 21-15. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Dmitry Kristich and Martin Straka exchanged first period goals. Then Peter Bondra off the beautiful setup from Joey Juneau at 13:47 of the second. Michael Pavanka centering. Dmitry Kristich and Joey Juneau with Sylvain Cote and John Slaney on the back line. Francis with Mullen, Hope Samuelson, and Larry Murphy for the Penguins. Capitals just 1 of 20, Craig, this series with the extra attacker.
They haven't really established it so far, but I tell you what, their first power play, Kenny, that's what they've got to do. Shoot from the point. That's why Cote and Slaney are out there. That's the way they should set it up.
Capitals with 5 shots during that first period. And advantage. Cote. Juneau, top of the circle. Juneau shot blocked. Tapped out by Barrasso. Samuelson taken down by Kristich, who was off balance. And the puck is frozen by Hope Samuelson.
9.8 on that big dive by Samuelson. He was just tripped up a little bit, but he wanted to get the face-off anyways. Here's the Juneau shot. Good play right there. Samuelson sacrificing his body. Watch him get up as his puck goes to the corner. There he is, getting up just a little bit. And there's Kristich, and he makes sure the referee sees that one. He's looking for a penalty call. The referee's not going to bite on that one. The Capitals still on the power play. Face-off to the left of Barrasso.
There is the referee, Paul Dvorsky, Pavanka, and Francis. Off the face-off, Murphy shoots it around. Slaney pushes McEacher into the boards, and Francis slides the puck down. Don Beaupre defends the goal. 2 hour left. Tom Barrasso to the right. 2-1 Capitals. Opening minute, third period from Landover. Joey Juneau. Pass away from Pavanka. He catches up to it. Dmitry Kristich in. Murphy pitching is Slaney. Only 5 seconds to go on the Samuelson penalty. Juneau, cross-ice Slaney. Slaney shot. Blocked in front. Kept in the zone. Cote to Juneau. In deep, Pavanka. In the slide, and Barrasso with a tremendous stick save on Slaney. Juneau. Here's Pavanka moving in front. Puck loose, Juneau score!
Look at it on the Jeep Eagle Eye. Good play by the Capitals. Look at Juneau. He's being tackled in front. Right there. There's Juneau taking the shot, and in front, number 8, I think it's Kristich, is being all tackled and grabbed around and thrown into the net by number 17, Thomas Sandstrom. Here it is. Juneau down low to Pavanka. Look at him walk out in front. And there's Kristich along with Pavanka being tackled. It's mostly Pavanka. Kristich on the outside. The Pittsburgh Penguins try to put up a big complaint, but no way. That goal is a big one for the Capitals. Joey Juneau bearing it. 3-1 Capitals.
Assist to number 20, Michael Pavanka. Assist number 8, Dmitry Kristich. Time of the power play goal, 1:42.
Joey Juneau, second of the playoffs, 8th of his playoff career from Pavelka and Kristich at 1:42. Capitals finally score on the power play. First time in 3 games. And they lead now 3-1.
Now, it was a great power play. We talked about that to get a good power play is going to get the momentum, the fans behind them.
Pavelka's shot, that's blocked. Played by Tocchet.
One thing that could happen here, however, if the Capitals do anything, trip, hook, or anything, I'm sure the referee is going to try to even it up and give the Capitals a penalty. So they should stay away from retaliation penalties.
Kelly Miller moves to the slot and fires just over the net. Greg, remember game 2, Jim Schoenfeld complained that Mario Lemieux was in the crease on the game-winning goal by Rick Tocchet. Well, comes back around the other way with the Penguins complaining that Michael Pavelka was in the crease, but he was cross-checked in by Tomas Sandstrom. Two points on the night for Joey Juneau and Dmitry Kristich. Each a goal and an assist. Capitals with a 2-goal lead. 17 minutes to play in this third period. Joe Ricci knocked down by Doug Brown. In the neutral zone, Randy Burridge to a streaking Peter Bondra, but the puck deflects off his stick. Bondra hemmed in by Murphy. Ricci along the left wing boards. Peter Bondra spins down to Ridley. Chris Taber. Here's Doug Brown flipping in. Off the stick of Straka. Sends back to the point to Sanderson. Line pass chased by Brown and Bondra. Bondra up the boards. Ridley. Good escape. Sandy clears out. Oh, Samuelson. Ricci's pass to Bondra on the right wing. Moves across the Penguin line. The drop pass to Kristich. Kristich shot. Shoulder save. Barrasso. And the Penguins clear out.
This has been a terrific defensive game for the Washington Capitals. I mean, the Penguins look like they're not moving out there because they're not getting any breaks. The Capitals are really smothering them, especially in the neutral zone.
We have not seen much of Mario Lemieux in this third period. He's played only 15 minutes over the first 2 periods as Pete fires off the boards. Taglianetti's shot. Sandstrom behind the net. Sandstrom held off by Johansson. Sandstrom off the skates of Mullen. Here come the Capitals. Led by Juneau. Offsides. Walchuk and Peak ahead of the play. 4.5 gone by this third period. Capitals with a 2-goal lead.
To build a Mercedes-Benz that's technologically innovative, safe, roomy, with exceptional handling is to be expected. But to do it for under $30,000, now that's a feat of engineering. Introducing the Mercedes-Benz C-Class.
The closest. The safest. The smoothest. Gillette Sensor. The best shave in the world.
History teaches primordial perspiration should match with one's style. Thus, new Right Guard Pure Power Clear Gel. It's clear without flaky white stuff. New Right Guard Clear Gel. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Joey Juneau of the Capitals supplying them with a 2-goal cushion on this power play before 2 minutes we got going into this period. And here it is, Joey Juneau, and look at Sandstrom tackling Michael Pavelka. There's no way Barrasso had a chance on that. Joey Juneau, a goal scorer, he tucks her in. The Capitals lead the Penguins 3-1, just over 15 minutes left.
2-on-1 Penguins. Lemieux with Tocchet. Mario, Tocchet. Drives wide. Tocchet tries to center. Pavelka back the other way. A 2-on-1, Lemieux and Tocchet. And the Penguins did not get off the shot on goal. Looks like Kelly Miller is now shadowing Kevin Stevens, playing with Tocchet and Straka. Miller all over Stevens. Taber shooting in. Ricky. Burridge pushed down from behind by Stevens, who comes away with the puck, fires on net, and Beaupre covers up. The frustration continues for number 25 in black, Kevin Stevens.
Certainly does, Kenny, but he gets a shot away. And here's that 2-on-1 you just talked about on the reverse angle. Lemieux and Tocchet. And look at this feather pass. But Tocchet doesn't get the shot on net. Great coverage, great effort by number 6, Kelly Johansson. He read the pass, was able to recover, got his stick on it before the puck even got to Beaupre. Beaupre, I'm sure, pretty solid in net now, Kenny. Feels very good about himself as a defensive. Really helped him out. Capitals ahead, 2 goals. Lots of time left, though. The Penguins still have a lot of firepower, even though they have not been firing in this series yet.
Face off to the left of Don Beaupre. Ridley will go on the draw with Sean McEacher. Now Walchuk tries to cut around Greg Brown. Straka on it for Pittsburgh. Brown sends out. Offsides called on the Caps. Craig, the Capitals with the 3-1 lead here. 14:09 to play.
Sir, do you think there'll ever, hello, do you think there'll ever be an airline that's on time, has great customer service, and still charges low fares?
Sure, when whales fly.
Southwest Airlines. It's just plain smart. Southwest Airlines has one of the best on-time records in the country.
Mr. Smith, you're early.
Just something to remember. Southwest Airlines. It's just plain smart.
Welcome back to the U.S. Air Arena. Capitals 3, Penguins 1. Race fans, here's your chance to get behind the wheel. On Sunday, May 1st, join WJFK in the Miller Genuine Draft DC Grand Prix for multiple sclerosis. Buy a mini Formula One race car and race for a cure in downtown DC. For more details, call the MS Society at 202-296-5363 or check this week's Washington Times. Craig, the Capitals' minor league affiliate, the Portland Pirates, have advanced to the American Hockey League playoffs, defeating the Albany River Rats 4-1, a 9-2 Pirates victory on the road tonight in Game 5. Congratulations to coaches Barry Trotz and Paul Gardner and the Portland Pirates, who win a playoff series 4-1.
That's great. Now they're going to have a little rest in there. Hopefully they're going to keep going.
And they did it without many of the players who helped them off to a great start this year, such as John Slaney, Pat Peake, Steve Konowalchuk, Byron Defoe, and Todd Nelson. Jagger's pass to McEacher, knocked away by Juneau. Here he comes with Kristich. Kristich cuts to his left, backhands down low to Bondra. All 3 Capital goal scorers tonight playing together right now. Kristich with Bondra and Juneau, the line that has been together for a good portion of this series. All with goals tonight. Ricky, who scored twice Thursday. Larry Murphy. Joe Mullen on the left wing. Asher run into by Sandstrom. Slaney sends around. Mullen went sliding to the boards. Miller plays it ahead. Here's Larry Murphy. Mullen having trouble with the ice on this shift. First, he fell down to the puck bouncing on him. And play is stopped with 12:55 to go in the third.
A little bit of pressure there, but good collapse by the Capitals forward. Pavanka's played a strong series. Good coverage. They allowed Sandstrom to go to the net, but once Joey Mullen got tangled up in the corner, he was unable to finish the play by making a pass in front. And if he had made that pass and it would have got through, the Capitals were in great position defensively.
I think back to last year's playoffs when the players such as Michael Pavanka, Peter Bondra criticized, but they've Both come through in a big way in this series.
They certainly have. I mean, you look back to Michael Pavanka's playoff career, he has not had strong playoffs. They were just waiting for him to come around. He's had a great series.
Off the face-off, Mullen. Puck in deep. Both play plays to the corner. Francis. Laney there for the Capitals. Sends out of his zone. Chased by Miller. Along with Murphy. Barrasso comes way out. Keeps it away from Kelly Miller. Konowalchuk jumps into the bench. Capitals almost caught with too many men. Alert play by Steve Konowalchuk with the puck coming his way. Frank, how many shifts has the big guy played? Number 66 this
Not
game.
too many.
Francis behind the goal. Stepped into by Burridge. Boatplay pounces on the puck once again. Our Discover Card trivia question. The fastest goal to start a playoff game, 6 seconds by longtime LA King Don Kozak, who scored 7 seconds into a playoff game.
How about Terry Murray? I'm trying Terry Murray.
Terry Murray.
Terry Murray.
Well, we'll see what it is here. I will guess a Pittsburgh Penguin.
There it is.
Terry
Murray.
Who told you that?
I knew that. Murph. I knew that. Terry Murray scored.
Did Terry call you in between periods?
No, I just knew that one. Took a long shot right off the draw. The goaltender wasn't ready. I think it was Daniel Bouchard. Beat Daniel Bouchard from the center line.
But the Flyers, we are told, lost the game in overtime, 4-3.
And Montreal won theirs, 2-1.
Very good. Congratulations, Frank.
Thank you.
First correct answer of the year.
No, I continue my string.
Konowalchuk with Pulick. Pulick. Konowalchuk could not tee it up. Steve Konowalchuk on the 2-on-1 took the feed from Pulick. Now the shot by Tocchet stopped. Lemieux is on the ice, and the Capitals start back. Konowalchuk. Capitals came oh so close to taking a 3-goal lead. Murphy. Rick Tocchet. Taglianetti's shot on the screen. Vondra and Straka come together. Kicked along to Juneau. Here's Dmitry Kristich. Peter Vondra. Boy, is this line flying tonight.
They are flying. And Mario Lemieux for the Penguins, one shift up and back, and he had to go to the bench for a breather. I think his back might be ailing him a little bit. He must have something wrong, because usually he takes a lot longer shifts.
And a lot more than one shift in 9 minutes. We've not seen much of Jaromir Jagr in this third period. He's on right now, but Lemieux, one shift here in the third. Played over half the game on Thursday night.
Here's the 2-on-1. Konowalchuk and Poulin. Kono gives it to Poulin. He gets it right back. A nice play through Samuelson's skate, but Konowalchuk can't handle it. Puck's bouncing a little bit. That really would have been a big cushion, a 3-goal one, had Konowalchuk been able to get that shot off. Good play by the Capitals. Jimmy Schoenfeld has this team playing. The big thing about this team, Kenny, they believe in themselves. They believe they can win, and they're doing everything that they have to win. Every guy's got a set role to play in the playoffs. Everybody's fulfilling that role right now.
Now we see Mike Ridley between Keith Jones and Pat Peake. 11 minutes to go. Game 4. Caps lead the series 2-1. Lead this game 3-1 on goals by Kristich, Vondra, and Juneau. Rinke steps up, shoots in. Samuelson off the boards. Deckard hit by Ridley. Ridley out to the left point, Rinke. Rinke's shot sails wide of the mark. Comes out to the right point, Cote. Keith Jones stripped by Jagr, and the puck rolls right into the glove of Tom Barrasso. Greg, we haven't spoken much over the last 2 periods about Sylvain Cote, but here's a guy who's expected to miss 3 weeks. Sat out only 2 games. And the Capitals, as we take a look at Mario Lemieux, also getting the job done once again without the heart and soul of this team, Dale Hunter.
Absolutely. Great effort. Mario really taking a long breather over there. One shift. I mean, in the first two periods, Kenny, you're usually up around at least 20 minutes. He's only played 15 so far.
Tomorrow afternoon, Orioles, fresh off a victory today, look to sweep the Seattle Mariners. Game time 1:30 on O's TV, WJZ, Channel 13 in Baltimore, Paramount 20 in Washington. The Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. Dimitri Kristich will take this face-off with Sean McEacher. Cote whips one towards the goal, and Barrasso is right there. Barrasso has been the best Penguin through these first 4 games.
He certainly has. He's really stopped the puck when they wanted him to. I mean, a couple of the breakdowns, the Capitals have put it in the net on him.
Mario Lemieux still on the Pittsburgh bench, in the middle of the bench. Perhaps Al Koken downstairs might have a better look at what could be Alan Mario if it is in fact his back, as Cote shot right on. Stopped by Barrasso.
Well, Barrasso right now, a shooting gallery. The Penguins can't win a draw. The Capitals totally dominating in that department. And out of that, they've got 3 scoring chances just in this circle alone.
Let's go down now to Al.
All right, Kenny, we are trying to keep an eye and see if they're working on the back of Mario Lemieux. As you mentioned, he has been at the middle of the bench, but I haven't seen any of the training staff over there trying to loosen him up. We'll see if there's anything that progresses the rest of the way. Now, let's run down some scores for you on the Washington Post scoreboard. Buffalo with a 4-3 lead over New Jersey. Himmelev with 2 goals in that game. Patrick Waugh back from Montreal, and they lead Boston 4-2. Kirk Muller, Captain Kirk, he's got a pair for the Canadiens. And Toronto has come back, tying the game with Chicago at 3 apiece. That despite 2 goals from Tony Amonte for the Blackhawks. As you mentioned a moment ago, the Orioles winners today, 4-3 over Seattle. And as soon as we're done here, George Johnson with the Southwest Airlines Sports Desk, he'll have all of the action for you. Let's head back upstairs now to Kenny and Craig.
Thanks, Al. Craig, we are told Mario Lemieux has played 3 shifts, 2 minutes here in this third period, 2 of a possible 9:42, which means he's played 18 minutes in the game, 18 out of 49. Very un-Mario-like, so obviously his back is giving him problems. Kristich, along with Francis, to the left of Barrasso.
And Kenny, in the first game here at the U.S. Air Arena, he took the morning skate. This morning he didn't, and he hasn't had the luxury of working out. He usually stretches in the day off. They have a machine in Pittsburgh called the MedX machine, which really stretches out the lower back. They haven't been able to use it. Both him and Rick Tocchet use it between games, and they haven't had that luxury being in Maryland here.
And the Penguins did not skate yesterday, so Lemieux has gone 2 days since skating, since Game 3. Juneau chops the puck out. Bondra with 10 minutes to go in the third. Bondra behind the net. Peter Bondra wheeling out to the point. Riki decides not to shoot. He's a goal scorer now. Shooter on goal, Joe. 2 goals in Game 3. 1 short-handed, 1 from about 180 feet. Peter Bondra. His line mates head for the bench, so Bondra flips in, and Mario steps on. Long lead to Samuelson. Tocchet. Tocchet with the drive. Tocchet playing with Stevens and Lemieux. Dave Poulin all over Mario Lemieux. Here's Pavanka. One-on-one with Murphy. Pavanka waits. Slides it in front. Murphy got a piece of it. Kelly Miller taken to the boards by Lemieux. Pavanka looks to the slot. Poulin fighting for it with Mario. Kept in by Hatcher, but he slaps it out of play with exactly 9 minutes remaining. Will Mario Lemieux stay on? He's skating towards the Pittsburgh bench. And Mario will go over for a new stick, it looks like.
Yeah, he snapped his stick a little bit. Here's Michael Pavanka. Nice move right here, trying to move in. Got Sweeney going to the net, picked up by Stevens. Tried a little stop-and-go action against Larry Murphy. Pretty good coverage. You'll see right over here, Mario Lemieux's going to come in, finish his check on Kelly Miller. That's where he breaks his stick a little bit. That's why he had to go to the bench for a new one.
Lemieux will take the face-off here with Mike Ridley. 3-1 Capitals. Kristich and Straka exchange first period goals. Bondra in the second. Juneau here in the third on the power play. Puckett fires down. Slaney off the glass. Burridge. Burridge went down on the stick of Murphy. Samuelson. Kevin Stevens. Lemieux taken to the ice by Ridley, and Paul Dvorsky letting everything go tonight. Thirteen power plays in game 3. Here comes Yager. 2-on-1. Yager moving in. The shot. Sliding save on Straka.
Great play by Beaupre. The Pittsburgh Penguins, Yager coming down with Straka, but watch it, he telegraphs it. He slows up. That allows Beaupre to come across. The Penguins are playing very tentative. Usually Yarmer's going to make a move there, dipsy-do, do something. He tries to slide one. Straka, the only goal scorer so far, to blast one past Beaupre. One more look at this. Yarmer, Yager in alone, trying to make a move, and it's a 2-on-1, then dishes off. But look at where Beaupre was, and Hatcher coming back, sliding, getting his stick maybe on Straka's, preventing him from getting a lot of lumber on that one. But a good save, good read by the Capitals on a break for the Pens.
Clock down to 8:17. Konowalchuk and McEacher. Cote up the board. Taglianetti sends towards the net. Yager's shot is blocked. The blast by Straka goes wide. Cote fires down. This will be icing on the Capitals. Racing back, Greg Brown. Greg Brown, the brother of Penguins forward Doug Brown, who was coached in New Jersey by Jim Schoenfeld. Ed Johnston in the playoffs for the first time as coach of the Penguins. Actually, the third season as Penguin coach, first during his current regime, also with Pittsburgh in 81 when they lost to St. Louis, 82 lost to the New York Islanders. So EJ has never won a playoff series with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Also the former GM in Hartford. Traded Sylvain Cote to the Caps. Taglianetti's shot over the net. Juneau unable to clear. But Ricky does. So Ricky away from Kristich. With Taglianetti. Greg Brown to Martin Straka. Good sweep check by Peter Bondra. Solid performance by the Washington Capitals, who lead the Pittsburgh Penguins here 3-1. Sean McEacher up the middle looking for Ron Francis. Hatcher touches up, icing this time on the Penguins with 7:11 remaining.
Ron Francis just about snuck in behind the D, but that was a flip pass. Couldn't touch it with his stick to knock it down to go in home free. Francis and the Penguins have struggled scoring goals in this series. Give a lot of credit to the Capitals' game plan, which is holding, hooking, doing anything they have to slow down this Penguin powerhouse. They haven't been firing on all cylinders, and it's cost them. They've had some chances, but when they've had some point-blank ones, Beaupre's been the man. He stood there, played very solid, very confidently, and that carries over to the rest of the team.
Long faces on the Pittsburgh bench. There is Capitals trainer Stan Wong. Backhander by Keats. Rolls softly towards the net. Bill Samuelson could not clear. Konowalchuk stepped into by Oak Samuelson. Joe Mullen. Knocked down by the glove of Francis. Johansson is there. Laney slipping down, knocked down by Samuelson. Francis lost the puck. Both teams go for line changes. The lumbering Shell Samuelson with 6.5 remaining. Third period. Sandstrom taps it along to Mullen. Sandstrom shot. Loved by Beaupre with Francis on the doorstep.
That looked like Beaupre might have hurt his knee there. He stretched across the crease to catch that one. He was slow getting up, and he still is slow getting up. There he is moving around. Joey Mullen to Thomas Sandstrom. And watch Beaupre as he catches this. He moves across, and look at that right knee there. I think that right knee hurt a little bit there. You can see him wince in pain there. He's down right now. Now he's back up. He's ready to go. He's going to shake that off and get ready for this face-off.
Draw it to the left of Don Beaupre. Mario Lemieux back on for the Capitals with that last line change. Send out Dave Poulin. Kelly Miller with Michael Pavanka and Dave Poulin. Murphy hit by Pavanka. Puckett chased by Pavanka. Puck in the skates of Stevens, knocked away by Poulin. Looked ahead, played by Murphy. Kevin Hatcher along with Rick Puckett. Pavanka sends out. Kamer is there with under 6 minutes to go. Beaupre winds to the far side. Pavanka. Poulin works it free. 2-on-1 with Miller. Only Alt Samuelson is back. Miller shot, and either Samuelson or Barrasso got a piece of it. 5:37 to go in his third period. 3-1 Caps.
The new G20 is Infinity's least expensive luxury car. For them, however, it's just another Infinity. That's why whenever you schedule service for your G20, you'll get a free loaner car. And when you come back, you'll find it hand-washed and vacuumed. Just like the owners of their most luxurious Q45. If it deserves to be called an Infinity, it deserves to be treated like one.
Nationwide Infinity, York and Timonium Roads next to the fairgrounds.
They didn't win the lottery. They didn't inherit $1 million. John and Regina Fitzsimmons just went shopping at Safeway. With their Safeway Savings Club card in hand, last year they saved $990. No kidding, $990. So now they're spending a lot more on their family and a lot less on groceries. The Safeway Savings Club. If you could use the savings, use your card.
The Capitals defense gets an A+, and because of that, they're also getting scoring chances. Here's the second 2-on-1 on the reverse angle of the third period. Right there, a nice pass. Poulin to Kelly Miller. Coverage right there by number 5. Ulfie Samuelson, he deflects it off over the glass. The face-off to the left of Tom Barrasso. The Capitals had a chance of several this period to finish off this game, to finish off the Pens. They just have not been able to do it.
Clock now at 5:37. Beaupre sprays to the corner. Decker run into by Ridley. Kept alive. Here's Samuelson shot blocked by Cote. Del Samuelson intercepted by Burridge, who backhands down. Clock not going slow enough for the Capitals' liking. Now Burridge almost intercepting in the slot. Sprocket of McEachern. He's punched to the boards by Cote. Yager. In the slot, McEachern pulled down by Cote. Puck still loose there. And a hand pass called on the Penguins.
Good call by the linesman. He called that. The referee wouldn't have seen that as Swede Knox calls a hand pass in the Capital zone. Jaromir Jagr trying to circle out of the corner. The Penguins putting on some pressure. There's Jagr trying to get it to the point. Murphy chips it free, and watch this in front. Capitals get away with one there. Cote, and watch McEachern right there. He chips it away, passes it to Yager. Good call by the linesman. Swede Knox blowing the whistle. You cannot move that puck forward in the opposition's end with your hand.
Got a performance by Sylvain Cote, who fractured his orbital bone in Game 1. Doctors in Pittsburgh said 3 weeks. He came home. Dr. James Koresh in Baltimore says if you're not experiencing double vision, you can play. Perhaps the doctor in Pittsburgh is a big Penguins fan.
Yeah, that's right.
Greg Brown. Joe Mullen. Kristich on the defensive play. Brown in front, deflected. Francis loose and clear to the corner by the Caps. .4:25 remaining. The interception by Bondra. Moving in front, and Morasso comes up big once again. Now Johansson. We approach the 4-minute mark. Evan Stevens backhands it across. Del Sanderson drops to Rick Tocchet. Tocchet walks in front. Beaupre to save. Poulin has the puck behind the net. Penalty upcoming here. It's on Pavanka. Took down Lemieux, a holding call. The Penguins go to the power play with just 3:49 remaining.
And the Penguins were looking tired. A tired hockey club out there. The Capitals have really been buzzing. Now they're going to get a chance on the power play to get closer to the Washington Capitals. The Capitals still up by 2 goals. Michael Pavanka is going to head off to the penalty box. First of all, he's going to go over to Stan Wong, make him check out his helmet, maybe give him something. He's going to go head back to the penalty box. And here we pick it up on the reverse angle. Rick Tocchet, nice move going to the net. But then on the left side of Don Beaupre, you've got Mario Lemieux being upended by Michael Pavanka. That's why he's heading off to the penalty box.
2 minutes for holding at 16:11. Second Penguins power play. Mario Lemieux has drawn both. Penguins, 1 of 17 of this series. And remember, the Capitals have a shorthanded goal on Thursday. 3:49 to play. 3-1 Caps. Francis, Stevens, Tocchet, Lemieux, Murphy. 4 forwards against Poulin, Hatcher, Konowalchuk, and Johansson. Huge power play here for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They trail by 2 goals with 3:49 to play. Francis and Konowalchuk. Penguins control. Murphy's shot is blocked. Konowalchuk can't clear. Lemieux. In deep, Stevens bumps with Johansson. Hatcher is there. Murphy left point. Cross ice, Francis shot. Blocked in front. Stevens couldn't work it free. Poulin sends down with 3.5 to go. Capitals get on fresh forwards. Ridley and Miller. Shot ahead by Francis. Johansson. Hatcher. Francis shot. Deflected. Beaupre to save.
He's unconscious out there. The puck's just going to him like a magnet. I mean, everything he gets deflected in front, everything's ending up in his glove. He's having one of those nights. Lemieux and company cannot get a puck past him. He got one past him on a long shot, McEachern, but I mean, they're getting some bounces in front. But Beaupre's standing there. Here's the Chief Eagle Eye. Look at the deflection right there. And then a shot from Stevens as Lemieux and Tocchet come in looking around for any type of rebound. That's been the biggest part of his play. That's been a huge plus, the fact that he's been able to cover the rebound so efficiently.
The Penguins call timeout with 3:11 to go. Third period, 1:22 remaining on the Pittsburgh power play. Savanka in the box. Capitals ahead 3-1.
Very concerned, Eddie Johnston at the bench of the Pittsburgh Penguins. He knows his club is going to climb back in. They need a power play goal right now to get close. Other than that, this series will be heading back to Pittsburgh.
Penguins still going with the 4 forwards. Francis will drop back to the point after the draw with Poulin. Lemieux shot, glove. The cat-like reflexes of Don Beaupre. 5 more seconds, pick off the clock.
Well, he's been the first star of the first 2 games he's played in, Kenny. He's very close to being another first star here tonight. He's been outstanding.
And the entire hockey world is watching. ESPN is here tonight, TSN in Canada. Poulin kicks at it. Not able to clear. Murphy on the backhand. Stevens. Beaupre once again. Penalty clock down to 105. .55 remaining. Jaromir Jagr and the Penguins trailing the Caps 3-1. Tristan, Barner, and Juno have lit the lamp for Washington. Lemieux, Murphy shot deflected, save, rebound, covered, then squirts to the corner. Whistle from Dvorsky down to 2:40 remaining.
Capitals just grinding it down now. A few seconds here, a few seconds there. Doing a pretty good job defensively. You might as well take as many faceoffs as you want. Here's the Lemieux back to Larry Murphy. And look at the screen in front. Big Kevin Stevens along with Jaromir Jagr trying to bash home that rebound. And then Mike Ridley does the smart thing. Anytime a team's running around, getting pressure, you've got to freeze the puck. And that's the big guy, number 66. Looks pretty tough.